Hi, people. It's Star Wars time. How you doing?
Star Wars.
Will be at least as fun as Galactic Super Cruiser or whatever it's called. Star Cruiser.
I think that was 20 seconds before that reference got made.
Again, I had no idea what that was. I don't know if our audience does, and the reference might be dated by the time this goes live. Josh, would you like to recap what Galactic Star Cruiser is?
Disney made a $5,000 for a 2-night luxury hotel that's Star Wars themed, and it looks like they couldn't afford the license for Star Wars and made a generic copy instead. Really weird.
It's pretty bad, but if you look hard enough on YouTube, you'll find the promotional video. Hi, Annie. Now go away so we can talk shit.
What? No.
No.
Honey.
Howdy.
It's an inside joke. You weren't there for it.
Was I there? I don't remember.
No, don't leave, Annie. I'm sorry. Okay, before we get too far in this, I completely forgot last week because I am a terrible person. Thank you to our new $5 patron, John Smith the Fish. John Smith, you absolute wonderful pescatarian hybrid. You are fantastic and we love you. So previously, Star Wars. What happened last time, guys?
Adam's character was purchased as human chattel.
And my character also died because of internet connection there.
So previously on Star Wars Saga Edition, The Light of Memory, let's just say things came to a head with Cheeto the Hutt as Hagris, in a attempt to save his own skin, sold out the secret of the fugitive Feria Colin, who is indeed a Jedi on the run from the Sith Inquisitorius. Sensing an opportunity to make some profit from his distant relation Gracchus on Nar Shaddaa, Cheeto commandeered his bounty hunters to go get himself a Jedi, and that glare coming off my computer is interminable, so we're just going to turn that like that. So, Feria was warned in the middle of the night by Cheeto's Twi'lek slave, Dela, warning her not to trust Cheeto, that he was looking to stab her in the back and to follow her into the darkness. But when she got there, she found a blaster pistol pressed to her back. Combat ensued, in which Cheeto himself ended up with Kill Repeal's slug thrower through his throat and his brains covering his kitchen. But not before Hagris was purchased by... Who actually... Well, it was Kihal, I think. Kihal technically owns him.
That was me.
As an attempt to...
Without the hat.
Oh, God damn it, Adam's frozen. Hang on, we'll get you. We'll get you there, Adam. Nope.
I let it go.
There we go.
Yeah. Are we gonna move it? Yeah.
Though not pleased with the actions of the Twi'lek slave, Feria seemed to have understood that she did so under duress from Cheeto herself, and hisself, and thus...
There it is.
Hey, I've been good about that lately. And thus far... she has been spared. Did I miss anything?
Oh, we also got we got our new Sith homie.
Imperial.
Yeah, Imperial homie, my bad.
Yes. You had inadvertently liberated a Imperial officer bound for the Dancing Piss. And so this is where we return. In the gore-streaked interior of Cheeto's palace, Kill Repeal having freshly descended from the grav lift to the first floor. Feria Colin in the garage with the Twi'lek slave, the Imperial officer.
With the lightsaber.
And Gand, his laser cannon still smoking after tearing through 90% of Cheeto's health in one fell swoop. I ask you, what do you do?
I'm gonna kind of blaster rifle still smoking. I'm gonna go up to the Imperial and kind of like nudge him with the hot tip of the gun, kind of implying he should get up out of the speeder and direction him towards the rebel commander.
Okay. So he sort of jumps and jostles as you prod him with the hot tip. But he seems to give you a look out the side of his eye that you're not quite sure how to interpret. Do you want to give me a sense motive?
Ooh. Let's see how good the Bugman is at sensing human emotions.
Like, he is afraid of the Bookman.
He's a goddamn expert.
Cockroach.
You said sense motive, right?
Yes, sir. Or it might. I could be channeling 3-5 again. So
I was
whatever.
gonna say
Whatever,
that's 3-5.
yeah, whatever skill is closest to sense motive. I think could just be perception.
Perception it is set. 17.
17. Daestra, what's up, buddy? We will see how this goes.
Hi, Daestra.
Hello.
I'm always the party leader. What are you talking about, Daestra? Just in my own party, though.
There's something odd about his demeanor. He doesn't strike you as a beaten and bedraggled prisoner who escaped by the skin of his teeth. He seems almost confident, in a way. But for now, he will do as you say. Blix Wafa, thanks for the sub, buddy.
Blix.
Blake.
Oh,
Thanks for the
what's up,
sub.
Lexi? No, that's the wrong one. Damn it.
But he will follow your goading and move down the hallway towards the rebel leader. Now, Kill Repeal, this is the first time that you have laid eyes on this particular prisoner. And somehow, he looks almost familiar. And you're sure you would recognize somebody that had the very distinctive eye patch over one eye.
You cut out.
You're pretty sure you've seen this guy before, and you're pretty sure you wouldn't forget somebody with such a distinctive eye patch over one eye.
It's Captain Hook.
Now tell me,
Oh
this
fuck! That Blix Waffle subbed at tier 3.
And I did, yeah.
tier 3, you absolute madman.
God
Yeah,
damn it, man.
I'd tell you again, we're not worth it, but you should know by now. You've been around long enough.
Here, I'll just go ahead and ban you.
Get out of here, Blake. You're too supportive. Stop it.
Now, presumably you didn't have this headgear in the past, so he doesn't seem to recognize you at the moment.
Well, for now, I'll bite my tongue and bide my time.
Interesting.
As I make sure to put another 2 slugs back into my magazine.
As you sort of lead him down the hallway, the rebel commander, Thorn Draven, sort of looks from you to him, looks him over, and he seems a bit confused as he's not sure what you're implying. All he knows is that his connection and the hut that he paid a significant amount of money is now in a sopping pile on the floor. What is this?
This man is an Imperial officer.
I see that.
He'll know how to get onto the ship.
And he sort of pinches the bridge of his nose. I already knew how to get onto the ship. I told you there's one base with aircraft coming back and forth. My concern currently is getting out of the city.
I will turn to the Imperial and be like, do you know how to... Perhaps there's some kind of code that he knows that will allow us through the Imperial cordon out of the city.
The Imperial Cordon Bleu.
He sort of smiles as you say that. I might. I've yet to hear you say what's in it for me, however.
I will kind of look at the smeared hut, and I will be ensured survival.
You should just walked up and like stabbed him in the side. Ah.
Funny you should say that, because I couldn't help but overhear you announce to the entire hallway that you just shot your only other means of egress from the city, which means my value went up tenfold. So I'm going to ask you again, if you expect me to help you, what's in it for me?
I will say, in accordance with your value, as I have stated before, like a good jizz whaler, I know how to improvise.
Yeah. We all know how to improvise with the jizz. Wailing.
Man's got to know how to whale his jizz.
I'm not hearing an offer, and he'll sort of look to the rest of you in turn.
Alright, Ken, just walk up and stab him in the side.
I think it works better if you stab him in the side, because he's not expecting it, because I'm standing next to him.
Wait, I think I even have a... Do I have a knife?
You got a gun, that's like a knife with, like, gusto.
Knife gusto.
It's a knife with chutzpah.
The knife with flavor.
I mean, no, I have a vibro lance. That might do a little... That might do a little too much damage. Just want, you know,
do the blunt side.
a little stabbing. Just a little bit. Like, just a shank.
The President Shank, yeah.
So what do you do?
I will say, well, I'm not the one with the purse strings. I'm just the man that shoots people when they get out of line.
Draven pulls a blaster pistol from his holster and points it in the Imperial's head and says, I'm not making any deals with Imperials here. I already paid my way out of the city. Now somebody better work something out, or we're going to have one more brain to scrub off the walls.
Wait, who's he pointing that at?
The Imperial.
Oh, okay.
Hockey man, negotiate. I will kind of whisper in my bug voice to the Keldorian. Talk wizard.
Hawk. Oh yeah, that's a thing. Let's everybody just calm down for a sec.
Draven sort of looks at you out of the corner of his eye. He makes no attempt to lower his pistol. His eyes just sort of burning into this other guy. The other guy, the Imperial, just sort of returns a smug smile in the direction of the blaster. At this point, he thinks he's fairly invincible.
Now let's not get too cocky. Like there's more than one way off this rock. We don't necessarily need you.
Oh, my dear sweet Keldor, you seem to be operating under the notion that you have the upper hand in this exchange. Let me elucidate the situation that you find yourself in. You are currently trapped in the city, in the Blue District, about to be in the middle of a gang war once people find out what just happened to Cheeto the Hutt. And if you're lucky, you might be able to escape the vacuum unscathed. However, that gets you no closer to your goal. Right now, the only thing standing between you and all of this man's wasted money is me. So, if you've got another way, I'd love to hear it, because right now, I'm not seeing one.
All right, well, what are you wanting?
First things first, you're going to take these binds off me. I was treated enough like a animal in the slug's care. I have no intention of doing so again.
Sure. And
Hold on, let's. We're not done to negotiate before we take the binds off.
we need to hear your full
Secondly, you're going to provide me with a weapon. Clearly, you don't think I'm going to outshoot the 5 of you, so it's surely no danger to you. However,
I think
we
at
are...
this point is when I would approach and stab him in the side.
Stab him. Go ahead. Make your attack roll.
It's just a little shank.
You can do non-lethal damage.
It's just a little shank.
So you need one of those wrist blades that you can kind of just pop out for a good quick drive-by stabbing.
Ah, yes. The
hit
standard
him.
for armor. Drive-by
Yep.
stabbing. Does a 15 hit a bound opponent?
Oh, that's right. He is bound. He's losing his dexterity at this point, so yes. Do you actually wish to roll damage against him, or are you just, like, specifically trying to inflict pain?
No, I'm not trying. I'm just doing this to, just stabbing in a non-vital area.
Okay.
Just
So
to
you-
show him boss.
So assuming your vibro lance not powered on sort of sticks into something, he... Ah!
I'm sure.
My terms go up every time he does that. John Doe Missing, what's up? How's it going? I too hope we have a nice night. I hope you have a nice night. I hope lots of people have a nice night. Mostly those in the vicinity of us and our Twitch chat. Killer Peel, would you please make an intimidate check?
I guess I can do that. What is intimidation?
It might be under persuasion in this one. I'm not entirely certain. I don't have the skill thing memorized. Again,
it doesn't have intimidation isn't here.
Again,
There's
it
initiative.
might be persuasion.
Okay. Whoop. So I rolled a 17, and I'm not trained in it, so I just get my charisma. So I got a 20.
A 20. Okay. Gan, with your previous perception, you're a little more clued into this guy than everybody else. He seems a little bit less confident after being stabbed, and you're not sure how much is confidence and how much is bravado, but it's definitely not 100% confidence anymore.
Oh, I'm going to kick him in the back of the knees and basically start charging up my my rifle for like a very powerful blast.
I figured he was already sitting down.
Oh, if he's not sitting down, I'm basically kicking him to the floor then.
Okay.
And basically, you're doing the thing where the blast rifle's just.
Okay.
And I'm going to say he's not going to cooperate. This was a mistake. In a very kind of flat Bugman tone.
You kick him to the floor, and he kneels before the glowing red orifice of your blaster as it whines and charges up with the blast. And he says, through his teeth, "Go ahead, fire. You expect me to betray the Empire? I'm already dead. At least I can spit on you before I go."
And I'm like, I'm wearing a mask and a breathalyzer suit. Your spit will not contaminate my biological components.
All right. Gan, 1 second. I'm gonna try this once. Look, I have a feeling that you really want to tell us how you would get us off this planet.
Mind trick?
Use my mind trick.
You are fucking amazing. Make the roll.
Okay.
Isn't drive-by stabbing just jousting? I love that. I'm sorry, Daestra, I didn't see that till now.
25.
25. Okay. So you sort of reach in and you feel the force, like, connect with this guy. Like, just solidly, like, slamming into a brick wall. And he sort of looks up. Sure. Of course I can tell you, but make him put the gun down.
Sure. Just like kind of slightly push it away.
So I'm going to send
Pointing
the
at
blast
him.
right next to his head.
You're gonna what?
I'm going to send the blast right next to his head. Preferably trying to like singe some hair if possible.
Yeah, absolutely. So the carbon bolt goes soaring right past his head, and you hear him sort of yell out, and there's a sizzle of hair and maybe just the barest little singe of skin as it slices past him and scores a big black spot into Cheeto's carpet.
Strange. I'm typically a better shot than that. I'll say as I take my little foot off his chest.
I love it. Evil little bug people.
It's not evil, it's practical. I wasn't gonna kill him. Yet.
Speaking of evil, hey Hall, can you find the paperwork for this guy?
Maybe. But what's this guy gonna tell us?
So after he sort of like catches his breath as the bolt slices past his head, your friend is right. There's a base about 50 miles outside the city limits. It's how the Star Destroyer in orbit is shuttling troops from the surface back and forth. If you want to get off the planet right now, that's the only way that's not cordoned off.
And how will we get there?
I suppose you'd have to find a way to get through one of the Imperial checkpoints at the entrances to the city.
See. Draven, do you know how Cheeto was planning on getting us out of here?
Cheeto didn't tell me anything. I knew everything you did at the dinner earlier tonight. As far as I knew, we were supposed to meet with some contacts of his. And he sort of picks his head up. How many have you killed?
3?
He sort of looks around and sort of takes stock of the bodies, and you see him sort of duck into the dining room and come back. The Bothan, the Doug, where did they go?
I don't know. We haven't seen him tonight.
No, I'll say I've seen him.
Have you? When?
Since waking up?
Since waking up, no. They took me down to the dungeon. I tried acquiring this one, I say as I point one of my 3 fingers to the Rhodian.
I don't know what Cheeto is planning, but it's entirely possible they might.
Did you cut out for anyone else?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, but you've been cutting in and out a good bit.
Unfortunate. Twitch chat, let me know. Is that happening for you too?
Chat like that.
I actually have
cut
the
out.
audio on the. I have the audio on the video in the background, the live stream, and you don't cut off on the stream itself. You cut off for us on.
Okay, so that means the problem is not with my physical setup. There's not a short in my wire. That means the problem is with Discord. So I'm gonna have to look at Discord and see what's going on.
Maybe up your sensitivity a little bit.
Yeah.
On
Stop being a cheated fuck.
Like your microphone's fine. You probably just need to up the sensitivity for Discord specific.
Okay. Oh man, I just fucked up the Twitch stream. That's okay. Let me just. I'll have to look at this later. In the meantime, I'll try and repeat myself if I need to.
No, but Tom is fine. Look at Tom's fine.
If not a tad quiet, I can raise my volume.
Well, it might be the whole stream's volume.
I can raise both because it's streaming my computer. So
Right.
So hopefully that's a little bit better. I boosted me a little bit. I boosted them a little bit. So Draven says to you, I don't know what Cheeto is planning, but it's entirely possible they might.
All right. So what do we do with Cheeto?
I'm not sure there's much to do with them, I say, as I kind of look at the still smoking mass.
Murray is a free roadie and Tiger is free.
Thanks, John Doe. We appreciate it, buddy. Yeah, get some rest. Have a great day at work tomorrow. Thank you for being here.
Thanks for joining us. Yeah.
I will suggest we check the dungeons. Perhaps there's some kind of escape route that they use there.
Yeah, that's a good call. Walk back over to the Imperial. So, friend,
Friendo.
what do you want to do here now?
I'm not sure if he's still under the effect of Mind Trick.
I mean, maybe not. But I mean, I'm assuming he's now aware that he's told us how to leave.
Well, once again, I mean, Draven had a plan. You guys just put a bullet through it, so.
Yeah.
Well, maybe if Draven wasn't a little bitch.
Put more bullets in the plan.
He sort of just scowls in your general direction. Fine, get out of the city if you wish. It's not going to help you actually attack the base.
So who wants to impersonate an Imperial officer?
I will consider tentatively raising my hand.
There's some people in the prison that might.
Hey man, if Thrawn can get away with it, why not again?
I'm full on turning around to the group. So who wants to impersonate an Imperial officer?
There's someone in the pits on the.
Adam, we're talking to him.
The person down there.
Well, the person down there is not down there anymore, Adam. He got brought up here.
I thought. Oh, I didn't know. My thing locked out last time. Okay. Now that I know. I had Greg. Shall raise his hand possibly? If hell
I
so.
think we'll all have to then, so as to get through the base.
Yeah.
Well, assuming we want to go that way. I mean, Draven's plan might be a better idea. We just have to find another way to get to plan or point B.
Well, it'll to be a stormtrooper though.
I'm gonna start going down to the dungeons to look for the Dug and the Bothan.
Okay.
I'm assuming that's one of the areas they might have tried escaping through.
Doug.
The Dig Dug.
You were one of the first ones that came down, right?
Yes.
I'm gonna ask you to give me a perception check, please.
19.
19.
Hey, John.
You may absolutely go down to the dungeons and check. I have no issues with that, and you might even find things. However, you don't actually remember seeing them after dinner last night, so you don't think they were here when the massacre happened. I.e., they don't live here.
Mm-hmm. So we'd probably have to go find them.
Or wait for them to check into work tomorrow.
Yeah.
Well, then we have the night to really just do whatever we want in this mansion.
Yeah. So, I would like to loot the room.
Well, there are several rooms.
Yes.
If we're looting, I'm looking for paperwork.
Does Cheeto happen to have anything on him?
Slug slime? Perhaps
I get it. Slug thrower.
Would I be able to get any form of ambergris from him?
I have some exotic or hut ambergris.
Kyle, roll percentile dice, because it's funny.
Oh my God.
I don't care if it's canon, it's funny.
76.
76. Sadly, there is no hut ambergris for you today.
Oh, I'm a connoisseur.
I actually rolled a 69, so, nice.
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 So yeah, I mean, yeah. What can we find in this joint?
I'm going to go bust into the Cheeto the Hut's room and see what he had in there.
Good place to go.
So
Yeah,
Gand is going to Cheeto.
I'm doing that too, but I'm bringing the Imperial with me, so he doesn't he doesn't slink off.
Both of the guys I murdered are looted already, right?
Yes. The bounty hunter had the painted ARC Trooper armor and the blaster rifle. The Gamorrean had a vibro axe and not much else. No. And then a fuck ton of credits that Kyle picked up.
Yeah. What does the ARC Trooper armor give? Or do you have like a...
I want to say that it is +7 armor, if I'm not mistaken.
Didn't hear you.
I want to say that it is +7 armor, if I'm not mistaken.
Is it? What is it fitted for?
Human.
I'm close enough.
I think you could have it like modified for Keldorian features for like a quarter of the price or something.
That'd be fun.
Yeah, I don't feel like looking it up. We'll just say, oh, actually, I have it right here.
No, you already said you don't feel like looking it up. Can't take back.
Okay, +0 then.
Nice.
What does it do?
I'm looking. Oh, it's +6 armor.
What type of armor does it say?
From what I'm looking at, doesn't mention.
Okay, but it's basically like stormtrooper armor, more or less, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
A little bit retro, but yes.
Yeah, but I know that's light armor. So.
Well, ARC troopers were clone troopers.
Right. Okay, so Gand and Kilrepeal are going to the bedroom. Okay, Hall Shock, what would you like to do?
Is that speeder still here?
Yes, the floating U-Haul. Yeah, it's still in the garage.
Are there keys to the speeder?
I am not entirely certain that keys are a thing in the Star Wars universe, but whatever you need to make the speeder go, yes, they are.
Can I turn it on?
Yes.
Okay. Well, guys, I think we have a way out of the city.
Sounds like a plan.
What is it? Just like a land speeder?
Yes.
How many people does it hold?
Probably 3 in front and X in the back. I have the map. We can check the map and we'll see how big it actually is. So there are 12 5-foot spaces in the back of the truck. So we will say it can hold 12 peopleses.
How many people do we have with us other than the current party and the Imperial?
Yes. I didn't put a specific number on the rebels, so there is Foreign Draven and as many of his flunkies as needed.
So theoretically, we could just take the land speeder out of here.
Yeah.
You can take it out of Cheeto's Palace, sure, but the issue is getting through the Imperial checkpoint.
Getting through the cordon.
Well, yeah, getting through the Imperial blockade.
Well, good thing we have an Imperial officer with us who doesn't want to get shot in the face.
Okay, Hall, where are you headed?
Well, now that I got the speeder checked out, I don't know what all other rooms are available.
Well, that is why we have the map. If you could, please, everyone, turn to roll 20. I see Amaya is already here.
To roll 20?
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm not even on roll 20.
Ah, yes, you are.
We
You'll
probably
see.
never logged off.
I mean, I'm always signed into my roll 20 just because I know we use it every once in a while.
What the fuck?
So, was the room that truck is in? Is that also the one with the speeder, or is that?
Yes,
somewhere
that truck. The truck is the floating U-Haul. That is the
else?
speed.
Okay.
So,
It is the boat.
if one were to peruse the majesty of the palace,
Yee.
I'm trying to find a way to center this because they don't see what I see like as squarely as I see it. So that'll work. Okay. Here is the garage with the floating speeder. Here is the throne room where you guys had the massive fucking throwdown and Adam got his shit pushed in. This portcullis here is the gateway to the dungeon. Here is the grav lift that you guys took to get between the first and second floor. You have the dining room, the kitchen, and the servants' quarters. And nobody's been here yet.
I would like to go there.
Okay, so Kyle's going to the mystery room.
As he falls.
Unactivated target.
Oh god. It's like, this is how I die.
Also, our cameras are fucked up. Yay!
No, what are you talking about? I'm Chaz now. I am now the DM.
Okay, you run the session then, Adam.
Greg goes to bed, and they'll all live happily ever after.
Campaign over.
If I didn't know any better, it feels like you don't even want to be here.
I'm just tired.
Is that a tacit admission, Adam?
I don't know what that means. I'm too tired to think.
I don't know what that means, but I don't want to be here right now. Okay, Hagris, what are you going to do? They have made the mistake of letting you off the leash.
No, Daestra. Well, Hagrid only has 1 HP, so like, fuck that. I'm going back to bed to get my long rest, and hopefully...
You fearless adventurer, you.
but I'm going to kick Jabba the head a couple of times on the way up.
That's impressive.
Jabba the Cheeto the Hut, rather. The other hut.
Does he have a head?
And Faria Colin, what would you like to do as your party seems to be dispersing through the palace?
I guess I will tell. What's the girl's name? The other Tolek that we have with us.
Her name was Dela.
Dela. She's still with me, right?
Yes.
Finish her off.
It is an option. It'll get you probably a dark side point, but it's an option.
I don't think that matters at this point.
I'm not planning on murdering her.
They can't all be.
Yeah, I'll just look at her and just be like, "Listen, I know what you did was."
Okay, so you're gonna say and talk to her.
Yeah.
Where would you like to talk to her?
Can we go back in the garage because I also want to loot it after we're done talking?
Sure.
Or at least see if there's anything in there worth looting.
Yeah, absolutely, if you wish. Okay, so we will just sort of go around the table. I forget, are your characters in your journals?
Maybe?
You know what? Yeah.
In her journal.
I don't know.
I'm looking. Aha. Can be edited and controlled by Minj Gunkhelm in players' journals. Minj Gunkhelm. Save changes. So Kill and Gand are going up top. And as you sort of walk with the Imperial to the grav lift, Kill, the Imperial sort of turns to you with these sort of narrowed eyes and says, "Something
No, he
familiar
doesn't.
about your voice."
He can narrow his eyes at me.
Oh, his one eye. Where do I know you from?
I headbutt him.
In his one good eye.
Make an
You
attack
know,
roll.
black eye.
Does a 14 hit?
No, he is able to dodge the 14. But that just sort of elicits a smile from him.
Oh,
Struck a
big
nerve,
boy.
have I? Also, Hagrick, you're not here.
Go
I'm
away.
In bed. I'm in bed.
Oh, God.
So you, the two of you, Gand and Kill Repeal, take the grav lift up, and you reemerge into Cheeto's sleeping chamber. And you can see it's a very lavishly well-appointed room, dominated with this very, very large bed that God knows a hut would need, sort of towards the back. And there's very fine sheets and these sort of ornate, what might be gold-plated. It's kind of hard to tell, but it's really good craftsmanship. If it is fake, lamps and a vanity mirror and very, very expensive accoutrements. It would appear.
I'm gonna go to his snack bowl and just take a bite out of whatever's in there as I start kind of rifling through drawers.
It's probably those weird fucking slugs that Jabba the Hutt ate like chips.
Is there like a desk
Oh, on the
with
Sure.
like with filing cabinets or
Uh,
whatever Star Wars equivalents would be?
I'm assuming that's like a data pad, right? So yeah, there's probably
yeah.
a data pad next to the vanity mirror.
Data pad.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking for, but I'll check it.
What are you looking for?
Well, this guy was clearly owned by Cheeto, since he was going to be cast to the dancing pits. I'm looking for the paperwork.
I don't know how much paperwork is kept for human trafficking per se.
The Hug Cartel? What are you talking about?
Okay, that's fair. Do you have used computer?
Do I have used computer? Yes.
Okay.
Okay, give me the used computer check.
Whoop. It's an 18 on the die. Do you need more?
Nope.
Okay.
Your suspicions are confirmed as you find a file that Cheeto had just marked Imperial. Inside is a bunch of notes, some pictures. Essentially a My First Stalker's starter kit on the guy as you see several digital pictures of him going about his day. And your suspicions are confirmed that this is your old friend Biff, call sign SQ4972. He apparently was promoted in the last few years, and when the Imperial Cordon was thrown up around Corellia, he was appointed to oversee one of the checkpoints. Cheeto tried buying him out. He refused because he had whatever fucking counts as integrity for a space Nazi. And Cheeto decided to deal with him the hard way. Gan, what are you looking for?
One of the things I'm probably looking for is that the little control button for the roller droids that he had. The ones I took the components out to disarm them.
Right. That's not gonna be here. If you remember during the fight, he ran over to his chair and started very frantically pressing a button that appeared to do nothing.
Okay.
We've been in his house for less than a day, and I've been in 2 fights.
I expected nothing less.
For
A lawless place.
a Hutt cartel. Also, what planet are we on? We're on Corellia, right?
Yes, sir.
That's pretty normal. I'm surprised it's only been 2 fights. But I guess this isn't Nar Shaddaa.
1 clobbering and 1 fight.
Yeah, I'm looking for any kind of like stuff like Cheeto didn't want people to see, like any kind of documentation or any kind of like emergency cache you might have had. Basically, I'm completely throwing everything, including the bed, over, looking for anything like a Hutt might not want people to see.
Okay, so you're Mark Zansing him. Let's play a game, Josh.
Okay.
Roll percentile dice with me.
I have those ready. 40.
40. You didn't roll under me, so you're not going to get exactly what you want. But if you could find something here, what would it be?
Ideally, the thing I was looking for was whatever kind of like so Tom got the information that he tried to buy this guy out for getting through the cordon. I wanted to see if he had any documents or people he was dealing with to get through this kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. Interesting. You find a separate, smaller data pad that essentially reads like a Rolodex. So, as you're sort of looking through and sifting through, and maybe your time on Corellia, you can start matching some of the names to some local crime lords in the blue sectors you might have heard of. So you think that you probably have some connections now to maybe some smugglers, maybe some death stick dealers, maybe some all sorts of like criminal underbelly types, bounty hunters, stuff of that ilk.
So are we gonna weekends at Birdie's Cheeto?
Well, Cheeto doesn't have a face, so that'd be a little difficult. Feria Colin, let's go to you.
Well, we never had a face to begin with, though.
Okay.
So you... Oh, son of a bitch. I did the mistake. I had the Twitch chat looking at this, but I never brought you guys here. I am a noob. That's okay. That's okay. You'll all forgive me because I'm super cool. Let me make sure you can actually control your own character.
Pretty sure. You put that, but at the start, Charlie. Just kidding.
Yeah,
kidding.
Daestra, I think it'd probably be better to be Zanst because I think there's less destruction involved.
I think Gain Fjord is a pretty temporary thing. Gain Zanst, your whole livelihood is being ruined.
All right, that's fair.
Okay.
I'm also probably gonna finger you with something.
Nice.
And actually, while we're doing this, I should probably throw the chat back up because I didn't have it going last time in map mode. But you know, our people deserve to know that they're appreciated, I feel. We'll zoom in a little bit.
Met mood.
God damn it. I kind of... This is weird because I kind of have to guess where the fucking map is. I don't know off the top of my head. One more over. We can do it. Bam. Okay. So you have taken Della back here. And I actually gave her a proper token. So I'm going to get rid of this. And I'm going to drag out her proper NPC token with all 5 of her health.
Now finish her off.
She has 5 health.
See, you'd be doing her a favor.
I didn't attack her last time, did I?
No.
Okay.
She has more health than me. Yes.
Well, you better get to napping.
No. I got anxiety. It won't let me sleep. Like, I'm free. What do I do now? Holy shit.
Now, who said anything about you being free?
True. Freedom isn't free. Pepe hands.
Adam, what the fuck are you talking about?
I don't know anymore.
But yeah, I essentially tell her that she can come with me as an assistant, but I won't hold her to anything. I knew that she was under the duress of this fucking Cheeto asshole.
An assistant? Is that what you want to call it? I guess I've been called worse.
I mean, I'm not gonna make you stay if you don't want to. I'm not like he was.
But also, you have no other options.
Yeah, like you.
Unless you want to die.
I assume you're stuck here, just like the rest of us right now.
And what does that mean exactly to come with you?
I mean, come with us as a group to help, or you can choose to stay here. It's up to you.
So, what do I do now? And you see, she's kind of got this like 1,000-yard stare as these implications begin to snowball in her head, and she just looks totally lost.
You cut off.
Discord, why? Okay, if I yell loud enough, the mics in the other room will pick me up.
Don't.
Yeah.
You can see she's just sort of got this 1,000-yard stare in her eyes.
Mm-hmm.
As just the implications of what's going on just sort of rebound, and you sort of... Can I get a perception check from you, please?
Sure. What do I add to that again?
Your wisdom.
Wisdom. Thank you.
Wisdom.
Wisdom.
Your whole perception bonus.
By the way, don't forget you guys are level 3. Or supposed to be, at least.
Level what?
Hold up. Oh shit.
We went up a level last time.
Yeah.
Let's go level 1.
Don't forget
Oh,
to take your talents.
I got a 23.
She looks completely lost. Completely out of her element. As if she has just no sense of self-actualization anymore.
No sense of what?
Self-actualization. In other words, she doesn't know what to do with herself without
I feel it.
being somebody's slave, without somebody telling her what to do.
I mean, you're not a slave. Uh-huh.
No.
What's up?
No, that's not how it works. I was bought off of Ryloth when I was a kid. This is all I know. What do you mean I'm not a slave anymore? What am I supposed to do?
The person who owned you is now dead in the hallway. I think it might be up to you to decide what you want to do. And figure out what you feel like doing.
What options do I have?
Too much freedom.
What?
There's too much freedom now, I guess. Yeah.
Freedom is a lot. I mean, I don't really know what to say to her.
There might not be anything to say to her. But she will sort of stick by your side as you poke around and through the garage. Sort of following like a lost puppy dog. Like she really doesn't know what to do with herself.
Oh.
Oh, feels bad.
You did this to her.
You took her family.
Yeah, well, you know.
What are you looking for in the garage, Faria?
What's she supposed to do without Slime Daddy?
Ew. I guess like anything useful, like weapons, anything used for the group, or like maybe anything like that Cheeto was hiding, maybe as well.
Oh,
God.
Percentile dice.
What are those? I don't play this game enough.
Okay, you know the dice that you roll for Changeling? There should be 2 of those. Just pick them
No,
up.
I don't remember right now.
2
Yeah.
tens.
They're the ones with 10 sides.
Printed ones.
You're gonna roll them. You're gonna roll 2 of them. One's gonna be your 10s place. One of them's gonna be your 1s place, and just tell me what you get.
Get going for 69.
Hang on, I'm trying to get the dice real quick. They're all the way at the bottom. Okay. Okay. Oh, I have them. But thank you. I appreciate it.
Okay, so I'm not gonna lie to you. I rolled a 9. So you're looking to get below a 9 on a D100, but if you get it, I'll make it worth your while.
I got a 4 and
I know what?
a 4 and another 4.
44. So it's not below a 9, but I will give you something because I think it's potentially
Mhm.
interesting. As you are sort of looking around, there's a pile of scrap, junk, excess parts for repairs and what have you. And so you sort of sift through this looking for weapons. You don't find any weapons. There's a few tools and a lot of greasy metal, but you don't find weapons per se. But as you're sifting through this pile, you pull this jagged rod and it sort of shifts a little bit. And as it shifts, it appears that you've uncovered a metallic hand.
A metallic what?
A metallic hand.
Hand. Fuck.
And as you ruminate on that, we will go to Hagris. You're sleeping.
Yes.
You're
I will play it really well.
you're seriously 100 gonna fucking sleep right now.
Because I just kicked Java or Stu the hut, and then fucking making my way up the stairs. Probably spit on him a little bit in disgust, and then
How dare he make me pay back the money I owe him?
yeah,
Like some kind of
exactly.
animal.
And then betray my friend after I betrayed my friend.
But on the last kick, I'm gonna miss a little bit, and then just like pretend nobody saw, and then casually walk up the stairs, or
Well,
whatever we're walking up.
There are no stairs, but you can engage the grav lift. That's no problem.
Yes.
As you get to the top of the lift, you can see Kill Repeal and Gand furiously rifling through Cheeto's belongings. And we are going to... do one of these. Cheeto's Palace, level 2. And we go down to our PCs. And boop, there's Adam. Did I really not program it? Okay, I'm going to fix this because this is going to bother me. There's Hagris. I know I made you a fucking token. But I guess I didn't set it as your default. So it should be... Where is it? Green border, green border, green border. Hagris token right there. Boop. And we're going to select it. And we're going to use selected token. And we're going to save the change.
There you go. Whoa.
Alright, so Kill, Repeal, and Gand, as you are rifling through the bedroom of Cheeto, you hear the grav lift engage.
Fire.
I'm not going to stop you. I don't know if you think I am. But...
I already dodged one bullet. Wait, did we ding though? Whenever we leveled up?
Did you what?
Did we ding when we leveled up though? Because I wasn't here like the last 10 minutes or so. Like, did we like get health back?
Dinging is leveling up.
I tell you what, Adam. I tell you what. For the purpose of having you do something this session, I will give you all of your health back upon level up. So everybody, if you've taken any damage, go ahead and just erase that shit.
All right.
I'm back to being a person. Yeah.
Now you have no excuse.
Yeah, I do. Hmm. Well, it seems like Kahal Shock is in that room as well, or where did he?
Oh, I'm downstairs.
Downstairs still? Okay.
Would you like to retcon your previous action and stay downstairs?
Yes, I suppose. Yeah.
Okay. Retroactive continuity change as we blink
Oh,
back.
Oh,
Okay,
I'm
everything that was said in the past 5 minutes has been undone, so you're back at 1 HP.
I'm dead again. Repeat.
You'd at least have your new bonus health.
Alright, you should be able to move that token, Adam, yeah? Actually, wait, I don't give a fuck because I just made you a new one. And boop.
I'm on the other page.
It's
still.
Hagris. Alright, Kahal Shock. Hagris has retroactively decided to follow you to the mystery room.
All right.
And
Is there anything you require of me, or shall I?
is there anything you require of me, Master, now that I am your property?
Yeah, now
Just-
that I am.
First requirement: just act normal, man. You're
Why are you like this?
like you can just sort of function as my assistant if you really want, but like we're not doing this like slave thing.
Okay, cool. So I can just be. Am I free? Is what you're saying? No.
When I figure out how to do that properly, yeah.
Can I have my hat back? Yeah.
No.
No.
I see.
That's when you tip the hat down a little lower. Is when you
Yeah,
tell them,
not yet. It's like a house elf thing. That hasn't been written yet.
Gotta earn the hat.
You gotta earn the hat.
Kahal Shock has given Hagrid his hat. No.
You've
I
given
didn't-
Hagrid clothes. Hagrid is a hero.
Yeah. He's a free Rodian.
Let's just go in here and see what we can find.
Okay.
Yeah,
Seems
let's
to be the one
house.
room we've avoided.
So you walk up to these very ornate, well-carved double doors. On each door is a bas-relief of a hut, sort of standing up straight, if such a thing can be said, of the slug-like people, and you can see they are very swole and chiseled in the image of a Greek god, which looks nothing like what Cheeto looked like at all.
Right.
You push through these doors, and you find yourself in a very large, very wide room. It looks almost like a sort of museum. And there are these small little spotlights that descend from the high ceiling, and they seem to illuminate slug-like people. Did I say something stupid? I'm paranoid.
Bug like people. Yeah.
There are these tiny little spotlights that descend from the high ceiling, and they seem to illuminate these rows of statues and these different paintings on the walls. And you seem to remember at dinner Cheeto mentioning that he was an art collector. And this seems to be his private stash.
Oh, man of culture or a slug of culture.
Is there anything in here that catches my eye?
Oh, well, let's find out. Why don't you two folks roll perception, and we're just going to assume that you step into the room.
Adam, did you just throw a sandal at me? I heard the
Well,
sound
we'll
effect. You just
Well,
threw a
we'll never
sandal at
know.
me. You said we're rolling perception.
Not you. The two gentlemen here in the room in the art collection.
And do your math. 27.
Ooh. I perceive wisdom. I have nothing to wisdom, so I have an 8 total. I
8.
see nothing.
So you're just kind of marveling at everything. Hagrid's taking everything in.
Yeah.
Call shock. Eyes
Wow, that's a lot of
everywhere.
art. This is out of my areas of expertise. Wow.
As you step through the room and you get to about the halfway point, and you're looking at each of the pictures in turn, there seems to be a face coming out of the wall. That can't be right. So you step closer and you analyze. And on one of the walls, there's a creature. Stone gray. And you realize it's something frozen in carbonite. And, as fate would have it, it looks almost exactly like Gand.
Weird.
You gotta have a brother you can tell us about.
Okay, so first thing you need to know is that Gans look a lot alike.
They all look the same.
That's racist, okay?
Hey, it's like, look, I said alike. I didn't say the same. I said alike. And to the untrained eye, it's a little bit hard to tell. But they are their own people, Hagrid.
Bug people.
Yes. I don't think I have a good way to just call anybody. Does anyone have like a comms unit or something?
I do, but I don't know if we're cool enough to have given out those numbers yet.
You're not
To
in
be
his
f-
5.
I
Wow,
mean, to
that's
be
a dated
fair,
fucking reference.
Right?
me and
Hey, fine.
Gand are the only ones who are actually hired for this job. Everyone else just kind of started following us around.
It's true.
I was hired for my own job, but yeah.
So is there anything else in here that seems interesting?
Well, Kyle, let's roll percentiles.
Okay. Five.
You got a 5? Holy shit.
Got a 5.
What would interest Cahal Shock right now?
Tech, anything valuable, like something useful. Like imagine like I don't know. I ain't got like
So-
kind of a nerdy dude, just like maybe not nerdy, like technology, information, or just baseline value.
Technology, not so much. There's a lot of cultural value here, mostly from like just all over different places from the core worlds, the different art, the different statues. If that appeals to you, as far as value, yeah, this stuff is probably very valuable to the right collector. The catch is you would have to find a fence. Now, you're in the blue sector. That's not impossible. It would just take time. But as far as value, absolutely. All this shit. All of it.
Would I be able to tell if there's anything that like pertains to the Jedi in here, or like the Force?
I'm going to say no, on the
Okay.
basis that if there was anything that pertained to the Jedi, he would have sold it to Gracchus a long time ago. That seemed to be the character motivation. It's been established, so I'm just going to go with that.
Mm-hmm.
You putting out for you guys?
Yeah.
Son of a bitch! No, because he would have given it to Gracchus.
Yeah. What seems the most easily stealable thing?
Couple of paintings, probably.
Hagrid's
There's
just
not
hard.
like a Keldorian fertility statue with a big penis or something.
If you know what, canon, Keldorian fertility statue with giant giant
It's got
schlong.
delightful flaps. It's
With
big,
you want
girthy
fertility statue with big penis?
I'm just gonna be like, well, this is probably gonna be the least weird for me to have, and just pocket it.
Yeah, the huge schlong statue is the least weird thing.
They'd be like, oh, Keldorians, like don't ask, like they're weird. Just let it go.
Is that your new vapor blade, sir?
All right. Well, let me see if I can call Gand, and I'm just gonna like take my pistol and just like blast the floor and just wait it out.
Okay. So we come
Can I
back
do a,
around.
can I do a looky look?
Okay, sure. You may do a looky look. What are you looking for?
For anything value, I guess for see if I can beat. I guess I'm not probably gonna beat a 5, but anything, yeah. They can be. I know this one is technology, you said, but anything that I would recognize as valuable, or
There's a giant Rhodian fertility statue with a huge schlong.
yeah, that's the only thing that's.
What would Hagris consider valuable in terms of pieces of art?
He also like
Those
works in the.
fertility statues all the way down.
Yeah, no.
Fucking Cheeto just collected weird porn.
Is
Like,
he
it's
just
art, right? But it's all pinups.
He's just really into dick.
No, if he's going with the whole Japanese thing, they have to be ukiyo, like erotic,
Oh, God.
like erotic Rhodian paintings done in the ukiyo style of like men chasing women with like the kimonos flapping and stuff like that.
Yes, this is
Or
perfect.
the other way around. Things can be however we want them. But that's what I'm imagining for like erotic Rhodian art, just because of Adam's character.
I'm down. I like that.
But also
Preferably in
like
like one of those rollout scrolls.
no. But I was gonna say he also deals like in the black market aggregate. So anything that he would recognize that Gahal Shock probably wouldn't.
Oh, so you
It's
want...
valuable. Yeah, like
Oh,
black
this is
market
fun.
valuable.
Okay.
Secret tug things. Got it.
Yeah,
Percentiles. Let's go.
yeah.
Got the atomic crack pipe.
Oof.
Cocaine
Oof.
bombs. What else are we getting on here?
Milton Hator. Can't say words. It's 18.
18. Ooh, I rolled an 11.
Ooh.
So here's what I'm going to do for you.
Yeah, I'm legal.
Oh,
Though.
yeah.
There is a statue tucked onto a niche into a wall. And you're kind of fucking amazed it happens to be here. Because you, Hagris, with your underworld connections, have seen it before. You were there when it was brought into the rice fields and given to Filthy Frank. Because the statue itself is a forgery, and apparently a good enough one to fool Mighty Cheeto. The statue is essentially a mule. It was used to smuggle contraband into Corellia before the blockade went up. You're not sure what's in it, but you do know that there's something there. And as you spot the statue, we go back to Kill Repeal and Gand. Q-Rip and Gand, you are upstairs, and this time I'm actually going to remember to do the thing in the bedroom with the candlestick.
Nice. Sounds hot.
And you hear gunshots coming from down below once again. A sporadic burst.
Christ.
Not sustained, but gunshots nonetheless.
Is it like pretty obvious that they're shooting like the ground below me?
How would that be obvious?
Basically hearing the thud or feeling the thud under my feet.
I'm going to say you just hear gunshots. That is the only feedback that you're getting from this situation.
Well, I don't have time
Millicent
to go
Brailer, how's it going?
Well, I don't have time to go through the grav lift, so I'm shooting a hole through the floor.
With your gun powerful enough, kaboom! We are just gonna... What do I have that could be a hole? Fire. I've got fire. How big of a hole do you want to shoot?
Just like a 1x1 square.
The
1 by 1 square right in front of you.
Yeah.
Oh man, just make sure that that's where Hagris was.
I was
Yeah.
about to say, would you please make an attack roll with disadvantage, please?
Sure.
Disadvantage is
survive it
not
this time?
technically a rule in fucking Saga Edition, but you know what? GM Thea.
Do you want to be Milton?
You said to roll a disadvantage?
Yes.
Well, fortunate for whoever's below me, because I got a 6 and a 17, and the 6 with my updated attack bonus is a 6.
Okay, so down below, Cahal Shock and Hagris, the ceiling above you erupts into rubble and flames, and you have to sort of scatter as these chunks of, what is it, rockcrete? Durasteel? I forget what it is, come raining down under the force, and as the smoke clears, you see Gand sort of staring down at you from above.
I'm still kind of aiming the gun, trying to see where the trouble is.
Excellent. Just the person I was looking for. Gand, we seem to have found another
Long lost
Gand.
brother.
Not all Gands know each other, Adam. That's racist.
I'm gonna kind of give a nod and just kind of like jump through the hole I just made.
Okay. Gand.
Can I catch him?
You don't. I'm not even gonna
Okay.
make this a thing. He just.
I know, but I
succeeds.
thought it'd be cute.
Do you want to catch him?
I
I'm
just
not
imagine
that
he's
small.
like this adorable little bug toddler that's just on a fucking murderous rampage.
You should
Like,
have seen
way-
my
way
Jawa.
more
Oh, the
intelligent.
Jawa was so good, man. Jawa's my second favorite character you ever made. Again, nothing beats Randy. Jawa was number 2, and I'm so sorry they didn't get a chance to see it.
I will let you know I am about the size of a smaller human adult male.
Damn. So like 4 foot?
5'2".
Yeah.
All right, so we'll come back to Gan shortly. Kill Repeal, you're still up here. Is there anything you would like to do? Tom?
What?
Oh, sorry. Is there anything you would like to do?
Not at the moment. I guess I'll drag Biff here and myself down the grav lift and see what all the commotion's about.
Okay.
Quite
down.
the opposite of gently.
Roughly?
No, I like what I said.
Okay. So then as you are making your way down the grav lift, we will return to Faria.
I'm here.
So Faria, you were digging through the pile of refuse, and you found a metallic hand.
Dope.
And, well, it doesn't just end with a hand. It seems to connect all the way up to an arm, and continue upwards into some kind of frame.
Some kind of what, I'm sorry?
Frame.
Okay, I'll keep digging to see what it is or try to
I'll
figure
tell
out
you
what
why
it
you
is.
do this. There, now it fits.
No, we can see
Technical
all
issues, yay.
the hidden stuff.
So, you keep digging, and you find a metallic creature, a droid, about the size of a man. It's a little bit thin, but it doesn't look frail. It has these very narrow, angular joints that connect into knees and ankles and feet. And you can see its face has these very circular, almost beady, staring red eyes. And a mouth, for lack of a better term, that seems to arc downward into some sort of, you're not sure if it's a Vox speaker or some sort of maybe exhaust system? You're not really certain. But across its lap, clutched in one hand still, is what looks to be some kind of staff.
Some kind of what, I'm sorry?
A staff.
Ah.
Wizard.
I knew Tom would get it.
Can I take the staff, or is it stuck in his hand?
So we're talking about a machine that has its metal hand clamped around it. So you can pull, but the arm itself is kind of heavy, the staff is kind of heavy, and it's not really going anywhere without much effort. You could probably yank it if you really wanted to with like some force powers, and like move object would get it. Or you could like just take the fucking hand off. Because the droid does not appear to be active at the moment. It's just kind of sort of sitting there in a pile.
What's her name? I keep forgetting the other Tolok's name.
Dela.
Dela. Can I ask her if she knows what this is? Or who this is?
It's an old droid that Cheeto used to keep as a bodyguard. That thing hasn't worked in years, I think.
Was a slave since a child.
Is there a way to reactivate him or no?
Do you have any sort of engineering? Any sort of used computer? Any sort of like mechanical
Do you have any
science?
computer spikes?
Let's see.
Any repair parts?
No, I don't.
Then you would not know.
All right, can I just take off the hand then that has the staff in it?
Sure.
Me no understand. Break thing.
Pretty much.
You can get a fucking
Literally the Zoolander fucking joke. It's in the computer.
Smash.
It's in the computer.
So you get whatever the Star Wars equivalent of a screwdriver is, and you very, very carefully undo the the metal wiring and the joints here in the wrist. It's a very, very intricate piece of machine. It's sort of long, tedious work, but eventually you are able to liberate this heavy metal truncheon with a metal hand, like stuck around it in a death grip.
Dope.
Adam.
Huh?
Daestra wants you to give him your best blue steel look.
Do it, Adam. Do it. Right at the camera.
I have to look at the camera though. Where's the camera?
What the fuck do you mean? Where's the camera?
I was like out of it for like the last couple minutes. I'm not gonna lie.
He's too busy gaming.
No, too busy daydreaming. Because I can't sleep.
I can help you with that.
No. Oh man. Yeah. No. I can't do it though. You can't do it with a serious face. I gotta do the thing. I'll do it later. I'll surprise you.
Okay.
That's why you're not a model, Adam.
Yes, I'm not a model.
You need to be able to do that with a straight face.
I was super pretty. No.
Are we still on me?
That depends. What do you want to do?
Does it look like the staff does anything?
Yes, actually. The staff looks very, very high tech. And there's like buttons on the side, but as you like sort of press the buttons, click, click, nothing happens.
Does it look like I can do anything to make it work?
You have like no engineering skill, no mechanics
No.
whatsoever. It's entirely possible, but you would not know for certain one way or the other.
Okay, I guess I'll ask the anyone in the group when we get together again.
All right.
Okay, so what are you going to do next?
There's nothing else in here, right? In the garage.
Tools and shit, and the truck, and what you need to make the truck go. So, if you want to jump in the truck and just go on a lesbian adventure with your new
If I
Twi'lek
want to
sex
jump in the
slave.
truck, what?
If you want to jump in the truck and just go on a lesbian adventure with your new Twi'lek sex slave and just completely abandon the party, the option is yours.
I'm currently okay. We might save that for later.
Currently.
That's for the end of the session where they drive off into the moonlight.
That is a potential. That's a good idea. It's not a bad idea. But what are the other rooms? Are there any other rooms that are not?
Garage, throne room, dungeon, servants' quarters, kitchen, dining room, and the bedrooms upstairs. Also, you hear a giant explosion and pieces of the roof cave in.
Excuse me?
Yeah, there's an explosion in the next room. And gunshots.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I thought you meant, like, in the garage. I'm like, what the fuck?
Everybody died.
The car's blowing up.
Did anyone ever already loot the throne room or no?
Unless you want two inactive droidicas, I'm not sure what you think is in there to loot.
If I want what?
Two inactive droidica?
Oh, no. But no, I think I'll just wait by the truck.
So you hear an explosion, you hear gunshots, and you're gonna wait by the truck. Okay, fair enough.
Okay. No, that's right. Since I did hear the explosion, I'll probably go find out what it is. I'll have Della follow me.
Okay. So, in which case, we shall converge as Gand has leapt down. Foreign Draven's gonna go over here and pout for a bit. Oh yeah, this used to be my Scarred Lands table. I forgot about that. I was wondering why there was weird D&D monsters here for a second. We have Kill Repeal here. Kill Repeal and his old personal friend. Also, apparently this also used to be my Dark Sun table. What do you know? This has been recycled a couple of times. Where's he at? Where's he at? Where's he at? I really need to clear more shit out of this. There we go. Boom. His friend Biff. And the Twi'leks come out the other side. And Kill Repeal. Do you have, military lore of any kind?
Yeah.
Alright, give me the roll.
You can do it.
14 plus plus 2, so 16.
16. As you see the two Twi'leks coming down the hallway, Feria seems to be carrying, with some degree of difficulty as is a bit awkward for her, a very heavy electro staff. And there is still a hand attached to it.
What the? That is a ridiculous statement to say.
Yeah, especially for a Jedi.
Jedi in quotations.
Or someone with a lightsaber.
Neat little toy you got there.
Can I just hand it to him and just like, I don't know what it does. I just found it and I thought it was cool.
I took a souvenir.
From the gift shop.
Well,
Yeah, can you figure it out?
and where did you get this exactly, though?
It was attached to like some kind of droid in the garage. It's not working anymore. Looks like in a pile.
Attached
Oh,
to it.
I love how much I know this is frustrating Tom right now. It's delicious.
This was attached to a droid that you just. Well, I'm gonna go check on that. You keep an eye on this guy.
Okay.
Just hands her a whole ass Imperial.
Here you
Trade.
go.
And I guess
Oh,
I'm
I
gonna
don't think
go.
you should run.
When you kill the slaver and are now having to deal with all the former slaves.
Fucking
Okay.
babysitting game.
So, kill repeal. You're going into the garage to investigate?
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
So you sort of leave the Imperial with the Jedi. And yeah, as you enter the garage, there's just a whole ass Magna Guard sitting there in a pile of junk. Its head sort of lists to one side, and it looks like there's sort of a crack in the back of its head and like some black carbon scoring, almost like if you think of an electrical socket that like blows and it's like black, sort of like that. Do you have any sort of mechanics on you?
Do I have mechanics?
And mechanics, use computer, any sort of anything.
I have used computer.
All right, I will allow you to roll that.
Let's see. What am I rolling for exactly, though?
I will tell you. Just do you get a bonus for something?
No, I just want to know if I want to use my destiny point.
It's probably not worth it.
Okay. Well, that's a 19 on the die.
Okay, good enough. So, as you travel down the hallway, you've been sort of like turning over the electrostaff
Cut
in
out.
your hands. As you travel down the hallway, I get closer to the mic like it's going to fucking do anything. You've been turning over the electrostaff in your hands, and pressing the buttons. It doesn't turn on, obviously. However, it doesn't really seem broken. You sort of give it a shake. There's no loose pieces. The power cells probably ran dry a long time ago, but it doesn't actually seem broken. As far as the droid itself, it looks like
Other than the hand ripped off.
it looks like there's been some damage, and it might have blown its memory unit. But you're not entirely certain that with the right replacement parts, it couldn't be fixed. In fact, there's a very good chance it could. Unfortunately, it does look like that when
It does look.
It does look like that when Faria pulled the hand off with her lack of mechanical expertise, she did damage some of the actuators in the wrist.
So that's going to need all new parts. That's just phenomenal. But this is a valuable find.
Your Bugman buddy's pretty good at mechanics.
Nice. He's gonna be bugging out when he sees it.
But the thing is, we need parts.
Let's just say we might be able to cobble something together with some defunct battle droids that are lying around here.
All you use duct tape and WD-40.
Fix the robots. Freakishly warlike now.
Okay, and as Kill Repeal is face palming through the floor, let's go back to you guys in the museum. So, Gand, you jump down the floor, and Faria, as you sort of look in, Cahal and Gand seem to be focused on a point on the right wall. And it seems that Hagris's attention has drifted to the left.
Just reaches out as if he's trying to use the force and tries to snag it. without anyone looking.
So reaching out into the ether and doing this is probably not the best way to do that, but give me a stealth roll.
Okay. I think I built
He's
it
been
stealth.
around Force users for 2 days, and all of a sudden he feels inspired.
I'm pretty sure that was a comic from about a clone trooper who thought he had the Force.
Oh wow!
Dexterity, I have that. Yes. Cool. I got a nat 20. I
Nat
guess
20. Okay.
that's all I gotta say.
As the group has left you unattended, you are able to sidle over to the niche and pick up the statue, and as you do so, it immediately feels lighter than a statue that this of this size and dimensions should. And you even wonder if
Whoever let the fucking Rodian out without supervision should be fired.
I mean, he's standing feet away from us.
That's clearly not enough.
you pick up the statue and you wonder if Cheeto ever actually handled it himself, because it's very light. And as you sort of like pick it up and turn it, you can hear this sort of rattling coming from the base of the statue.
Didn't I just try to, I guess, is it hollow? So it's hollow, I'm assuming, that the statue. I'm gonna try to. How can I break a hole in it? But like, just see if there's a way to like get you on the bottom of it. To see if there's a like, just tip it over to see if I can see anything on the bottom of it.
Give me an intelligence check if you can see if you can figure out how to open it.
Let's see if I have the smarts. 2, 3. 14 plus 3, 17.
All right. So it takes a little bit of twisting and pressure in the right spots, and you pop this one bit with the side of your head, and the bottom of the statue slides off. And inside the statue, there's sort of this transparent, hard case, not quite plastic, not quite glass. And as you sort of turn it in the light, you can see that it's filled with these dead, not quite desiccated insects, but they're sort of curled up in a ball, their legs sort of pulled into the side. Do you have? Well, no, you're a scoundrel, right? You're down in the underground. As you sort of turn into the light, and you sort of slide out this transparent case, there's these big, thick fucking centipedes. Every one of them is dead and curled up. But you realize you're holding a box of Huivn. The creatures themselves are dead. However, you don't think they've been dead long enough that their poison is entirely inert.
Oh, cool.
You might want to double check though. Eat one.
God.
I'll become immune to the poison. I stab
Yeah,
myself.
that happened to a guy, and then he couldn't kill himself with poison.
Yeah.
All right, Kahal, Gand. On the right-hand wall, there is a Gand frozen in carbonite. And Gand, as you look at this Gand,
He stares back
in
at
your
you.
Gand hive mind, it suddenly
You're the Gan.
Gan.
Seeing this Gand, he might have a name.
As you take a gander at this Gand, the more you look at him, he seems to look familiar.
I'm going to kind of get up close and inspect the face, see if I recognize any kind of tribal markings or peculiarities about his mask that I might recognize.
And you get up close, and you scrutinize, and you realize that this is indeed
A Gand.
this is one of your clutch mates. This, and somehow in the core world, far away from the Gand homeland, you have run into what is essentially your brother or sister, Gand.
You're Ganling.
This is the Gand you hatched with, who had one day dreams of piloting a starfighter. Did he make it? Who knows? But he's certainly here now.
Can I recognize? How common of an element is carbonite that I might recognize what this is and how to diffuse it?
It's common enough, right? I mean, the Mando's flying around with like 5 or 6 motherfuckers on like dry cleaning.
No, you cut off for me, Chaz.
It's probably common enough.
So would I know that I need some kind of special like instrument or anything to undo the carbonite process?
Now, I'm pretty sure most carbonite prisons just have a button on the side, don't they?
I think so. I think I'm thinking of actually dunking the person in carbonite.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna look for the button to decarbonize them.
Yeah. You don't even have to look long, it's on the side. You click the button as the carbonite melts away, and the Gand falls out of what is essentially a shadow box and crumples to the floor.
That's melting away, because I'm assuming it's going to take a minute or two. Can I look around the room and see Adam doing something weird with the statue?
Roll a perception check. You gotta beat his nat 20.
Stuffing millipedes in his face.
His nat 20 of doing what?
He rolled a 20 on a stealth check to slip away without being noticed. What was your total stealth, Adam?
20 plus the math.
I mean, is he not just in the room that we're in?
He is. But, again, he did this super surreptitiously.
All right.
Trained is plus 5, right? 28.
28.
All right. Where's my fucking... All right, I have a 24.
24. You look over and Hagris is just whistling.
Banging his head on the wall.
All right. But the whole point was I turn around and I see that he's over there.
You do. He's, as I said, the statue that he grabbed was in a niche on the wall. So we will say that Hagris is moved over here. Have I moved you guys back to the fucking... Okay, I did. I'm not the worst dungeon master on Earth. I'm just close to it.
Hagrid, did you find anything interesting over there?
He debates in his head whether he should tell the master or not. That's
Well, no, because if you tell him about the Huivn, then you can't use the Huivn on him.
Yeah.
If he what?
If he tells you about the Huivn, then he can't use the Huivn on you.
It's getting cut out.
Yeah, he keeps cutting out the second half of your sentence.
Then he can't use the Huivn on you.
No. Yeah.
Well, I mean, I've been nothing but nice to him.
Yeah.
But Hagris is a terrible person.
This is true.
Perhaps.
You're putting this. He's just an incompetent person. Not terrible. Or was he? Vsauce Michael here.
You really want to start off by lying to me, Adam?
It's not me. It's Hagrid. He's a scoundrel.
Same thing.
I wouldn't lie to you, Kyle, but Hagrid might.
Okay.
I'm just thinking. It's on these nice. There's a hole in the statue, but nothing of importance inside.
Ooh, you lying bitch!
No, I didn't lie.
Yeah, make a deception check there, Adam.
I'll allow it. Opposed rolls, go for it.
What's opposing deception?
Perception. Or sense motive.
Persuasion? Is it persuasion or?
Yeah, persuasion is deception in this.
No, there's a deception stat.
Really? Okay, never mind. Then fucking roll deception. Fuck. I am so bad at this game, but I am proof that you don't need to know how to rule. You don't need to know the rules to run the game. Super good GM. Best NA.
On the die. And I have no
what?
plus to wisdom. 17 total.
Oh man, Adam, you're gonna have a rough fucking day here, then, buddy.
Yeah.
It's 24.
There's just like this weird bulge in the side of his pants. Nothing there, boss. Can't help you. Look, it's empty, see? As he catches it before it slides down his leg.
Like I'm just nod my head like, okay, that's interesting. How's the scan doing?
It was at this moment he knew. He fucked up.
So you don't say anything? Yes.
Oh no, somebody played one of our memes.
That was Adam.
All right.
I did the thing, yeah.
The Gan sort of stumbles out of his carbonite. He looks sickened, disoriented. He sort of glances up to seize you, and he says, "Gand?"
I will say clutch mate.
And that is where we shall end it tonight, as it is currently midnight. So you know how we do up in this bitch. Start voting for your favorite person for whom
of all time
to get the bonus.
I will be self-aggrandizing then and say myself is my favorite person. No. I will fully Adam. No, I'm.
You'll vote for the other Gand, but there's also Gand, so you automatically win the vote.
He voted for Gand, but not the Gand you're thinking of.
Yeah, but they have the
Vote
same
for
name,
Gan,
so it
but
counts.
the entire population of the Gan.
Yes. The Gand gets inspiration.
Gan.
So who are you actually voting for, Josh?
We'll vote for Tom for helping me ensure a strict regiment of violence.
What did I do?
Violence.
Oh, basically helping me. Well, Kyle came in and fixed the interrogation, but I think we could have gotten somewhere just shooting the man and stabbing him.
Oh yeah.
I agree.
But he made it go by faster, you know. Sleep deprivation takes a couple of days to really get working.
Okay, Amai, who would you like to vote for?
I'll give it to Tom for helping me fix my shit.
Hey, who said that you're getting destroyed?
That's fine. You can keep him if you want. But Tom's all tech savvy, so I'll give it to him.
Okay, Adam, who would you like to vote for?
Gand for not shooting me for not shooting me when he jumped down the hole that he made with his gun.
If he rolled high enough, I was absolutely going to make you guys roll percentiles.
That was gonna kill me again.
Ripping the hand off of that droid was like pulling the front bumper off of a car and being like, I can use this. Somebody sees the bumper and realizes it's from like a $1 million Aston Martin or something like that.
Oh my.
It's okay. You guys will fix it. It's fine.
We still
Put
have
a little
all the
duct tape.
parts.
Yeah.
Just
There's
got
a-
the one spot.
The Magna Guard. So let's just say there's a reason why the whoa,
I'm
this
just saying, I know nothing of Star Wars, and I don't know what the hell it was supposed to be. So
well, put it to you this way: Space, Walmart, Google, Tesla, and say Space, Amazon all came together to basically own a part of space, and they still wouldn't pay enough. They mass produced their own army. The Magna Guards, they would only make like 100 because they cost that much.
Jesus. I just thought we had a C3PO or something. I think that's what he's called, the fucking gold thing.
Yes, the golden shower man.
But what about his silver leg?
And his red arm.
We don't talk about that.
Kyle, who would you like to vote for tonight?
I would like to vote for Josh because I just enjoy how much he stays in Gand mode with just all of his decisions.
I know.
Okay, and Tom, where's your vote going?
I'll throw it towards Kyle for continuously trying to be the voice of reason.
Okay.
He's like
man.
as in our old double cross campaign.
Everybody needs their Sisyphus.
Oh man, I miss Double Cross, man. Are we ever going to play that again, Tom?
What a phenomenal question.
Fair
Tune
enough.
in next week to find out.
I don't think I ever got a chance.
Double Cross is fun. I've heard a lot of people compare it to D&D 4th edition because it's very powers-centric, and a lot of those powers tend to revolve around combat, but what an interesting setting. Perhaps one day I will run Double Cross for you, Tom. Now that could be fun.
That is true. I've never played Double Cross as a player.
Well, there you go. I'm not seeing anything come in, and the most recent episode of Star Wars has not gone up yet, so we don't have any new votes from them.
Are any of you the look, Daestra, if you're still here? Wait, look at the camera. Essentially, yeah.
Oh yeah, did you ever do Blue Steel?
Just
We're
to-
trying to do it currently.
Yeah.
can do it. Then I now make that into a meme eventually. I expect it to. It's all good, Daestra. Yeah,
He's trying to blue steel for you, Daestra.
yeah. You gotta rewind back now though, because
Also, Daestra, are you voting? Hang on, I can help with that. All right. Very, very close up. Ooh, you know what I could do? Ooh, I got an idea. All right, full Discord, and we are just gonna zoom the fuck in on Adam.
Oh no.
Are you cowboys ready for this?
Weeb steel.
We've stealed. It's gonna be my full face. Don't mind the Mountain Dew can, guys.
What the fuck is that?
Oh, just click on my face.
One more, goddammit. Okay, do the blue steel, Adam.
Boo da boo.
No, yeah, we can't do it. It's on command. I have to do it when it's not on command. But here we go. Acting face. I can't do it now. Hold on.
All right, we have the thumbnail. Thank you, Adam.
There you go. Anytime. Yeah.
All right, so with Daestra, the vote for tonight goes for Josh. Now, you already have advantage, don't you?
Who got it? You cut out, Chaz.
You got it. You win. Do you have advantage?
Yes. I already had it. I didn't use it. I didn't have a good opportunity to use it this session.
No worries.
You could have canceled out your disadvantage.
No, that's true.
Would you like to pass it to somebody else then?
I will pass it to Tom in that case.
I think I still have mine.
I will pass it to Kyle in that case.
Still have mine.
You bastards.
It's I have not been trying to hold on to it. We haven't been having very roll heavy sessions.
In which case I will return it to the either. No.
The weebs don't deserve it, I guess.
One of you broke a Magna Guard, and one of you's been working against the group the
So
entire
you
time.
get inspo +1.
I will allow the wheel of chaos to continue turning and hand it to Adam.
So mote it be. All right, and with that, this episode of Star Wars comes to a close. More roleplay heavy tonight, but I think some good things happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did the goods.
This is the most important question, though. Did you enjoy yourself?
I had a
Yeah.
good time.
I did.
Yeah.
We're about to get so much loot.
That's all I ask.
Even though I could be sleeping, but it's nice.
And I can wear my new fancy armor.
Like, I have to level up still.
All right, you
Well,
fine
it
folks
works.
have yourself a fantastic night, and you fine
too, bud.
folks here before me. Thank you for being here as always. I am super lucky to be able to game with you amazing
Charlie,
people, huh?
are you rating or no?
Yeah, I guess so. If you're just gonna like tromp all over my feelings like that, okay.
I was just saying because then you get frustrated when you forget.
Adams for you all.
I am super lucky to be able to game with you amazing people week after week after week. So I'm not going to be able to run next week. Tom, do we have any idea what you're gonna do?
No.
Okay, well there you have it. Am I or any of your friends on right now?
Fortune's currently streaming.
Okay, so I will leave the choice to you guys. Do we raid Coffee Cat Presents or do we raid Fortune, the VTuber?
Roll a dice.
Josh, I'm hearing a volunteer.
Oh, I said roll a dice.
Yeah.
Yeah, go for it.
All the dice.
First one's odd, second one is evens. Evens.
So that was
The second person.
So Fortune?
Copycat.
Yes.
Never mind, she's not on
Okay.
anymore.
Oh, well, then we're in Coffee
I
Cat.
guess. So yeah, go
Oh,
for
they're
it.
probably about to cut too.
Why don't we have friends?
We need someone who streams at their midnight.
Oh, hey, Am I the Neko's on?
I'm not.
It just says you're online because you're on the online on the thing.
Yeah,
Oh,
it says on Discord that I'm on, but that's just because my Discord's on streamer mode all the time.
All right, we'll raid Coffee Cat, and if they get off, well then our warm fuzzies will just go unappreciated, I suppose.
We try.
That we did, friends.
Oh, well, good night, everybody.
Good night, you wonderful
Hey,
people.
Josh.
Bye-bye.
Nighttime.
Hey, y'all.
My time.
Goodbye.
And stop.